Today is box number 2 of the Wheat Penny Endos. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is box 2 of the Wheat Penny Endos series. This box only has one Wheat Penny Endo reverse facing, and it will be the first roll that I open. Now, last box had 21 Wheat Pennies in set a record. So I'm hoping, even though we don't have 3 endos, we can still beat that. Now, I am not counting on it, but if we do, that would be awesome. Now, the average, believe it or not, for 2021 is really high because I just started with these boxes. And since these boxes have a high Wheat Penny count, that's the average for the year. But as the year goes on, the boxes will likely decrease in Wheat Pennies overall, and they just won't have this many as these 3 because, I don't know, that's just how the average was in 2020, and they don't just spike like that. It's not how it works. So hopefully this box will have more Wheat Pennies than the last one, if not same. Even if it has a few less, I won't care. But there's only one way to find out how many Wheat Pennies it has, and that's by searching the box. So, of course, we're on roll 1. This one had the Wheat Penny Endo. This one being a bit earlier than most that I find, being a 1941. This is a great way to kick off the box. And since you're already here, I may as well mention that in the first roll I also found a 1973S that we will add to the board. Our next find/finds has decided to show itself in roll 5 with a sandwich. Now, in rolls 2, 3, and 4, we didn't find anything. So to have a sandwich in the next roll is kind of odd. But haven't looked at either of the years yet, so we have one 1952. I honestly can't tell if there's a mint mark on there. Let me look at it under the microscope. Let me get you guys a look. Alright, yeah, so there will be a Denver mint mark on that coin. It's just oddly small and mixed in with the rest of the gunk, so it was kind of difficult to see. But that is a 52 Denver for the hunt. The next one's a 1946 Philadelphia. That one's pretty easy to see, and it's the 3rd Wheat Penny of the hunt. Let's get some more. You guys aren't gonna believe this. Let's see, roll number 14. And I don't know what it is about this box. I've never had this happen before. But all of our finds so far have all been they've all been in rolls of more than one find. And I'm guessing it is because, if you look at this, we have, 41 and 40. So the 46 and the 52 were found in the same roll. The 73S, which I don't know if that really counts or not, and the 41 found in the same roll as the 4 of 1. Then we get to this roll, and I think this is the first time I've ever had like a triple sandwich, but this is just absurd because we have one Wheat Penny here, and this is the last one I saw. I'm going from last to first, which is a 40, an old one. Let me tell you, it's not the only one. Go here, we have another Wheat Penny, which is already a sandwich from 44, and then we go way down in the roll, and the first one I saw was a 1919S with the year facing me on top. The thumbnail, I didn't want to be too repetitive with the 1919S in the thumbnail because I did post a video, I'd say about a month or 2 ago, where a 1919S was in a Fed box. It was in the thumbnail, so I didn't want to be too repetitive. So you're seeing the backs of these 2 in the thumbnail. But a triple sandwich with a 1919S and a 1940 in it. I've never, that's just unheard of. I don't even know what to say. And then we look through the rest of all, make sure I didn't miss anything. Because if we got a quadruple set, I don't even know. That would just be absurd. It's not like it's already crazy, but just wanted to make sure. Yeah, okay. 3 with the 1919S. That is, I don't even know what to say. That's just amazing. That's crazy awesome. Triple sandwich with a 1919S. Crazy. Very next roll, so roll number 15, and we finally have a find by itself. This one's going to be a 1955 Denver minted Wheat Penny. the most common of the 1955 year. A P would have been nice so I could check for the double die, an S would have been nice just because it's harder to find. But a wheat penny in and of itself is kind of hard to find. That's why I keep them. So, another wheat penny on the board. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wheat pennies of the hunt. And I will see you on the next find. Roll 18, and one more wheat penny is going to be on the board, making wheat penny number 8 of the hunt. This one being a 1956 Philadelphia. Roll 21, and down at the end of the roll is another wheat penny. 3 coins on the ender. This one's going to be a 1956 minted in Denver, which is, I believe, to be the 9th wheat penny of our hunt. Roll number 22, and we have our first 4 in the box, and it was going to be a Canadian, as usual. This one from 1983, and the first Canadian in the box. Roll number 26, so we just finished getting halfway past the box, and we have another triple sandwich. You can see one right here, 1 coin from the ender, so pretty close. We go down the roll a little bit, and you get one right here. So that's 2 wheats in the roll, and then boom, 3rd wheat, 1941. Date was facing me on this one, so we can stack this on our other 41 that we found in roll 1. Next one is a 1944 Philadelphia, which is, I don't even know what wheat's in. I don't know if it's 10 or 11. I think it's 10. But either way, that's another wheat on the board. And the other one is a 1953 Denver, which will go on top. Not on top. We need a new spot for that. We don't have any 53s yet. Board's filling up. I think we have like 11 or 12 wheat cents now, and that's an accomplishment. Roll number 28, and we have 2 more wheat cents. Again, another sandwich. One not facing me, and the other a 1951 Denver, which is a year we haven't found yet, so let's clear a spot on the board for that. And then this one is a 1944 Philadelphia, which will be the 3rd one in a little stack of 44s, and somewhere around the 15th wheat cent. Roll number 30, and we have another wheat cent. This one looks pretty dirty, so it could be older, but not likely. It's not, but it is a 1955. Is there a mint mark on there? I do not see a mint mark. Okay, so we will be getting a 55 Philadelphia, but I can just tell, since the double die that year was so significant, I can just tell by looking at it that we do not have the 1955 double die. Now, I might have a much smaller version of the double die, but if we do, I'll check for that. Well, yeah, if we do, I'll check for that later, and I will let you know if that's what we have in the wrap-up. But if not, you'll just be seeing that coin regular. Roll number 36. We have another triple sandwich, except it's a bunch of different stuff. We have a Canadian from the year 1993. We have another Canadian, this one from the year 1977. So 2 Canadians. And then a few coins over from that last one. 1945 Denver minted wheat cent. So another triple sandwich, just not all wheats. Roll 44, wheat penny again. This one is a 1951 Denver. Date poking out. About average shape. Second 51 Denver of the box. 47, and I opened the roll in the air, and this part was loose, and a bunch of pennies fell out, and then I saw 1941 on the top. This is gonna be a third actually, 41 of the hunt. It's gonna go right there. And while I have you here, I can check for any wheat pennies / Canadians or anything else that would be in the roll. Looking through it, and I do not see much of anything. Empty box, we're on roll 50. And I was looking through it, and go all the way to the end. Canadian, 1 coin from the ender. I didn't see any wheats, and I don't think there are any. But this one's gonna this one looks a lot more modern. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe early 2000s. No, not quite, but very close and still in nice shape. 1997, Canadian cent. and last find of the box. Welcome to the wrap-up. In today's wrap-up, we have 19 wheat cents for this box, including a 1919S. That is definitely the most valuable wheat cent of this hunt. Now, I'm not going to go through all these wheat cents just because for time reasons and whatever. However, if you do still want to see what wheat cents there are, you can go back and rewatch the video. Next, we have two 1959 Lincoln cents, one being from Philadelphia, the other from Denver. These aren't that valuable, but I still hold on to them because it's the first year vintage for memorial cents, and I do collect first year vintage. Next, we have some Canadian cents, 77, 83, 80, 93, and 97. Then we have a 1973S, which is odd because I've only found one of these in this box, and typically you find up to 4 to 5, so finding one is a little odd. Then as the last find, we have a 1969 Denver minted copper cent in really good shape, and it could be a replacer for the album. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you guys are still here, that means you watched to the end. Thank you a lot for that. Now, because of this, I have a special little treat to show you. It's a clip from a nickel box that I got at the bank a few days ago that has a really, really weird part of it. And I can't believe they missed this. Roll 50 of this random nickel box that I wasn't going to put on YouTube. And this is roll 50. Last roll. Come on, Federal Reserve. You can do better than that.